the last piece I talked about doubling, I was ending with doubling your income. And I heard Brian, the guy I like so much, I want to meet him one day. Brian Tracy, the famous motivation, he's really a self-development coach. Motivational speaker is so trite these days. It's been so bastardized and everything. So, but the self-development coach, it's a great Brian Tracy. And Brian Tracy talked about just doubling your income. And I used to hear him say that, no, I don't want to double my income. I want to make $1 million, which is in 1 year. Now, some people like Tony Robbins or Jim Rohn, the famous self-development coach, which is a great speaker. Look up Jim Rohn on the computer. What a great speaker and self-development coach. And he did it. I think he increased his income, made $1 million in 1 year. Some people can do that. Very few people can do that because they don't really have the commitment, the vision, or they're not going to do the work, the hard work it takes to make $1 million in 1 year. But so Brian Tracy talks about just forget about making $1 million in 1 year. Everybody would like to do that, but most people are not capable of doing that. Their consciousness is not there to create, to attract $1 million in 1 year. So just settle on doubling your income. And you say, well, I don't want to double my income. I want $1 million. But just think about it. Let's say you just double your income. Let's say if you are working poor, literally a working poor person, and you make 25 grand a year. You go to 25 to 50, 50 to 100, 100 to 200, and within a 10-year period, I don't know, I stopped at the math, but within a 10-year period, you would have accumulated $1 million. But just think about it. If you went from 25 to 50, that would blow your mind. Then the next year, in 2010, you go from 50 to 100, and you go from 100 to 200. Most people in America don't make $200,000 a year. So like 3 years ago, you was doing 25, and now in 3 years in the future, like 2011, 2012, now you're doing $200,000 a year. What more do you want? And you double it to 400,000, and you say I'm going to double my income from 400,000 to 8. I'm making $800,000. I'm going to double my income again. I'm going from 8 to 1.6 million. So within a very, what, that's 6 years, I lost count. Within less than 10 years, you've gone from 25,000 a year to 1.6 million in 1 year. How much money do you need in a working lifetime? Most of us can get by with the rest of our lives very comfortably with about $500,000. If you're lucky, $1 million. If you're really lucky, $2 million, maybe 3. Most people don't really need no more than like $1 or $2 million for between now and the end of their lives. If you're lucky, you're going to live another 50 years. If you're lucky, maybe another 75 years. Some of you may only be 20 years. How much money do you need for the type of lifestyle you really think you deserve? Most of us is $500,000 to 1.5 million. If you had 2, you blow your mind. And once you start getting over the 1.5 million, 2 million, $3 million range, now you got to start setting up a fund that would give money and double and multiply and get like the MacArthur Foundation or something like that. You have to start a foundation where you're giving money to people long after you're gone, long after you have returned back into the earth. So if we just focus on doubling our income, that would be huge. If I just did that, and that's one of the things I'm working on, if I just did that, just double my income in 1 year, it would blow my mind. Then it will give me the confidence. It will probably give you the confidence too. And if you knew somebody who's actually doubled their income, send me an email, send me a little message, and tell me how we did. We should exchange ideals. Exchange ideals. I have one more point. I may talk about Barack. I may talk about blogs. Let's go to the blogs. Let's take a break and go to the blogs next.